Today is
Badminton.
This is Donut. On the 2nd of July 2022, I brought this little orange horse home with me after being gifted him for £1. I started training him and he turned out to have lovely paces, a great jump and a fantastic attitude for eventing. Fast forward a year and a half and he qualified for Badminton Grassroots 100 on his first try. Now we are going to his biggest event yet. Welcome to Donut's final badminton diary.
What a good lad!
Okay, I don't know what time it is because my watch's battery has died. 9:15. We are leaving in 15 minutes. All of the home jobs have been done, ready to hand over to Annika, who will be looking after the horses. So we've just finished poo picking and topping up waters, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah. So now we're going to grab Donny in, pop his travel boots on, and away we go. Good boy. Right then, so Donutty is in, and Smart Grooming, you'll have seen already on my Instagram, but if not, they've given me this amazing bag of goodies with everything we need to make sure he looks beautiful at badminton. So yesterday I gave him a bath with the strawberry shampoo, and then I put the extreme detangler on his tail because it was quite knotty, and I just left it to dry, and I've literally just come in and given it a quick brush, really easy, and now it's all beautiful. So I'm going to put a little bit more on so it can soak in while he travels with his tail guard on, and he's looking, I'm not having to do much to make him look beautiful. I've just brushed his mane and tail. Are you ready, mate? Are you ready? Hopefully we are. Good boy. He's very calm, which is lovely. Houston, we're ready for... No, we've got a problem. We've not got a problem. We're ready to go. And we don't. He says, blooming heck, what is going on, guys? I'm barricaded in with a wheelbarrow and a bike. Good boy. Safe travels.
Can we out sat nav, please?
We can. We've just done a quick stop, gone and checked on Donny, gone and got snacks, there we go, out, and we're about to reset the sat nav, ready to go for the final bit to badminton. We've also got a gazebo in the back now, because we just met my auntie who's lending the gazebo, and yeah, Mum is working the fancy pantsy Lorry sat nav to now guide us to our final destination. Okay, we are back on the road in Delilah, the Lorry, and we've got our little car pass, Lorry pass in the window. If you saw my last vlog, you will know that you were waiting to find out what's in here. It was definitely worth waiting for. Caramelized onion sausage rolls, and look how just nearly thrown them off my lap, how beautiful they are. They're gorgeous, aren't they? They're going to be our lunch, and who knows if there's going to be anything left for anybody else, because I might just eat them all.
No, we're not quite.
Are we here?
No.
Are we there yet?
Look, over there. In the distance. Look.
In the distance. In the distance is a broken down motorhome to go around for starters. Can we fit around that? Yes. And then in the
there isn't any choice.
In the very, very, very distant, we can see some tenties.
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head from all those pretty words you said. It's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am. It's like I'm
We intervene to see a big old 5-star jump and our little baby Lars Spence. I'm not jumping that. That's a 5-star jump. I'd jump it, bag get eliminated, mother. Right, let's go back to the time lapse now. Right, sorry, I'm getting distracted again, but look, that's the hollowy thing where they usually jump the walls. Quarry, that's what it's called, isn't it? Oh, it's all very exciting. Oh, is that our stuff over there?
Yeah.
Oh, we're the other side of the road, goodness me.
Yeah.
And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind. I will follow you wherever. And I won't waste this. I'll follow you, yeah. I'll follow you, yeah. Could you come a little closer now? 'Cause I don't wanna slow this down. My heart is screaming out your name. I'm wasted on you. Here we are, right underneath the stars. So let's get a little reckless. You make me breathless, and I won't waste this. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind.
We are here.
Let's get him in the photo.
And we're going to get him in the stables, as Mum said, before it rains. So we now need to locate stable managers, which who knows where that is. Let me show you what I can see. Good boy. So calm. So calm and collected. Good boy. The lorry got Donut settled into his stable, and I've left Mum on supervision duty. I'm warm and then I'm not warm, so I've just got my jumper with me. Looks like he's going to chuck it down in a second. Anyway, very busy here, loads of lorries. I quite like the stable he's got, which is nice. And then I'm going to skip out the lorry, and then that bedding can go to his stable, and I'll get stuff going over there. And Mum's just she's staying with him because he's really calm, to be fair, but I do want to make sure that he's happy. I don't want him stressed. Check done. Goodie bag received, and numbers in there somewhere. There you go. Someone told us that we needed to take body protector, but apparently you don't. So carried that over for no reason. But everyone's very nice here. It's very pleasant. Don't you think, Mum? Very pleasant. Which is good. First trial of badminton trials is putting up the gazebo that we've been lent. There are no instructions, and it does apparently have the end of a mop handle in it somewhere. Does it not? So yeah, it's going to be entertaining.
I will follow you wherever, and I won't waste this.
That was entertaining, wasn't it?
Oh, look.
What? I'll go tip it out. My new coat did get to be used right
It's
away.
siling it down.
It is really raining, so I think you can see. But let me show you what we've got. Obviously it was like sunny when we started this, so we decided not to put this in front of the door, and to be fair, the door wouldn't open, otherwise I'm having to, oh dear, it's really raining. But anyway, the gazebo's up. Turns out there is a missing part, so I've gone and used a broom to repair it. I need one of my helpers to bring me more tape, because I didn't bring tape because I wasn't expecting to make a repair. And then we've got the side. It all works well. It just needs to stop raining now, please. So we've actually got some splodgy water. The ground isn't the firmest, but it was nice, and now it's going a little bit waterlogged, which will be entertaining. Ooh, and look, Oh God. I've had that down before and I've just come to check on him because actually there was some thunder going and he is absolutely fine, although, bless him, we've flooded a little bit. But they've been really good. I went to stable measurements to see if I could move and they said we can't move because there's only enough stables for competitors. But what they have done is they've given me 2 extra bags of shavings, so I'm about to put them down to soak it all up. So we're going out hacking and I've made a friend.
Hello.
Angel.
Hello all.
Tell us about your horse, Angel.
This is Nala, who's currently looking over at the horse hacking. She is 8 years old. She is a warm blood, and I've had her since she was 2. I broke her in myself, produced her through the levels, and here we are at Badminton doing the BE100.
That's cool.
So excited.
That's seriously cool. So we've just been for a nice hack. The hacking is so cool here. And we've just been like exploring, haven't we? And spotted more routes, and it's gorgeous. Bit soggy after all the rain, but it is really nice. And they're having a very chilled time. There's no antics going on yet.
Not yet.
So we're going to carry on. I think the general vibe at the moment is wet. Very wet. I am very relieved I bought myself a couple of new coats to come this week because otherwise it wouldn't be so nice. It looked like it was going to chuck it down when we set off, so I put doggy coats in Mum's panniers. She's just had to go a different way because we've had to climb a gate. But I think we're near the start. We're going to walk the course. I think we're near the start. But they look like warm-up fences to me. I'm actually lost, but doggies are not impressed with me, and I now actually need to go find the first fence. So wish me luck. I've located the first fence. It's back the way I've just come. So I've rung Mum and I'm just waiting for her. Can you see the rain? It's beading nicely on my jacket. Courtesy of Zebra, I went and bought a sample. So got it a little bit cheaper. Oh boys, sorry mates. At least it's not cold, it's just wet. Easy, go home. Oh, it's so rainy. Look at a little bike light. Oh, we're gonna be so soggy later. Donut's had his dinner. He's had a little hack and his dinner, and he's safely away under his tent. Whereas we are the crazy idiots that have gone course walking. Okay, so the idea of this course walk is to go and have a nosy. So I'll probably video it tomorrow because hopefully it won't be raining. Just gonna have a quick nosy at it, see what it's like. It's finally stopped raining-ish, and we are at fence number 16. The course looks beautiful, doesn't it? That's the first opinions of it. It's big, it's bold, it's true, it's cool. It's a cool course. And then this looks quite nice. I mean, the brush is quite big if you stand in the ditch, but we don't stand in the ditch to take off. It's here, and there's a little bit of a ditch there. But they've even been nice and set us up with a Christmas tree to go round to be straight. So no, really excited to give it a crack. I'll show you the whole course in due course. But I thought I'd check in now that it's stopped pouring it down. Poor Loki is thinking that he's going to call the RSPCA on his mother because he is cold and wet. But no, it's big enough for a 100, but it's I'm hoping it will ride really well. It walks as if it's going to ride really well, so we'll cross our fingers. What's your views?
I really like it. I think the course is fab.
It's so nice going past the 5-star fences as well and having a nosy at them. I mean, we have got a bit of standing water, but it has just been siling it down, so I can't blame it.
Oh,
but other than
the second time this evening.
I know, it's been doing it earlier as well. So, but other than that, like the ground's it's not going to be bottomless, I hope. And it's hopefully got 2 days of sunshine to dry it out. So we'll carry on because it's getting a bit dark, and we'll see how it goes. Here is Din Din's. Yummy scrummy. It's lasagna, but I didn't bring a slice, so it's been spoon served. But what do you think to my lasagna making skills? I am pretty pleased. It's all nice and warm and yummy, and the doggies are drying off and getting warm. Got the heating on there, and yeah, we're settled in. All in time for 10:30. Okay, so lots of you wanted to know what base camp was like. It is now 11:25. We've had our dinner and sleeping arrangements are set up. Mum is going to be up in the Luton, and then I am going to be through here, and it's set up so that we can have more people tomorrow staying. So I'm in the horse area. So this is going to be set up for another bed, but it isn't right now. At the minute it's just storage. But when Amber and Amy come, it'll be another bed. And here's my little section, my little dorm. So I've got an extra blankie, a nice thick duvet, and there are 2 hot water bottles in there to keep nice and warm. So yeah, it's nice and clean because we jet washed yesterday, and then I've swept all the bedding out, and Donut's got that in his stable, and then we've put a tarpaulin down so that it's nice and clean. It's actually really clean anyway. And yeah, it's sorted. And this is just sort of space for coats and Tony's feed back there, and we're drying the doggies' coats after their very soggy walk, and equipment and spare rugs and the works. And I'll show you outside camp in the morning because it's dark and soggy and horrible. So yeah, that is where we're at, and we'll probably go to bed soon. Okay, sleeping situation seems good to me actually. Their bed seems comfortable, it's not stinky, it's all okay. So I've got my Loki and my Loki hot water bottle, and this is my view. I don't know how much you can see. I've got my little light here, and yeah, 5-star hotel this. Morning. It is 5:10. We've survived the night. I've just ventured in to get a jumper. Loki was actually too hot last night, which was funny. So that worked well with 2 hot water bottles. We have come in and put some heating on. It rained quite a lot last night. We've just got condensation on the windows at the minute. You can't really see out. But I was listening to it and I thought, that sounds a bit damp out there. But from here it looks quite nice. Like, it looks just green. So you never know, it might have dried up already by now. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm going to stick the kettle on. I'm going to go and check on how Donny is. Check on how the gazebo is. It looks like it's not holding water now, which is good. That's a bonus. You're doing alright, aren't you, buddy? And Bummy's been very clever. Bummy's had a night sleeping up on the Luton up there. He's not jumped out, which is a bonus. So yeah, get going in my PJs. This is a big one. Okay, hi baby. Hi. Thirsty boy. Good lad. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's here. Morning, so it's about 5:30 now. This is base camp outside the lorry. It'll look better once it's dried out. I'm just about to take Donny a little bit of brekkie. Turn the bike on. There we go. And yeah, it doesn't look so bad in daylight. And where it's not muddy, it's already started drying up, so that's a good sign. Okay, so while it's quiet, I'll show you what I can see. So that's the lorry part. The sky looks pretty. Blues are just there. there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tents. Weighbridge over there. I might go stick Danny on that today. Lots of mud. And I'm just venturing around to my stable. This is a look, isn't it? That is the stable manager, stays on site, and then he's in that little hut. And they have been so helpful with my flooding stable. And we wander around to the end of the tent. Go find Donny because he's near an end. But no, it's not been easy conditions, and you know what? They have been beyond helpful. So that's in one. You can see the bedding down in places where everyone's just been chucking stuff around. It's in. Stuff is soaking. Oh, all these horses want this. Always feel bad just feeding mine. Good morning. Just put down outside and it's all been soaking everything up. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? You're a good boy. Do you want some brekkie? Oh, what a beautiful boy. Okay, I think my emergency 2 bales last night did the trick. You can see where my stable has been flooded. It's not as contrasting on the camera as it is in real life, but this is just sodden. You can hear, and I've chucked so many bales in, but he's pretty much dry, and I can chuck some of his banks down on that now. And I think we'll just keep banking him up. Eaten well. That's good news. Good boy. Warm enough. Yeah, he is. It's hard to make sure they're the right temperature because it gets quite warm in these tents. You're a good boy. So calm. Stay away tip number 1. Bring a box. So in here I have all my bits and bobs. Nice and safe. His head collar and brushes and treats and his rugs and scissors safely away in his box, which actually gives me somewhere dry to stand stuff. And then the other thing I've brought is his stable chain because he'll stay behind one, so that's dead easy. It just stays up. A thing I wish I brought is one of these guys. I've not got one, and I think that would have been so helpful. And the other thing I wish I'd brought is, you know, some of these lightweight EVA rubber mats that aren't rubber. I wish I'd brought some of them because he could have had one at the front of his stable. So they are your stay away tips for the day. That's his stable resurrected. It's a bit better, bud. Good boy. I thought I'd show you this sunrise. And that is the worst for wet bedding. Stay away, this is a happy sight. Nearly empty hay net, eaten up for breakfast, and plenty of water drunk. Good boy. You are in very good books. Hey, mister. He's just stood, resting a leg, completely chilled. Happy as Lorry. I've sorted his bed out. So he's living like a king now on his God knows how many bales of bed max. Happy boy. Okay, Danny is done and settled before the hustle and bustle, so you can just sit and watch while everybody's dashing around. I just like to be done and out the way because I'm not a hermit, I'm a real people person, but you know, when I'm trying to get my jobs done, I just like to get them done, get gone, and then he can just sit and watch everybody busying about, but I'm not having to dodge anyone. So Mum's gone back to bed. I don't know what time it is. 6:30. And yeah, she's gone back to bed. She'll probably have another hour because I got her up at 5 and we didn't go to bed till about midnight. I'm not a big sleeper, if you've noticed. I love sleeping, but I don't need that much, and then I catch up later on. So I'm just catching up on a little bit of work because I have done all the scheduling, but one of my clients' Instagram accounts had a meltdown and despite my best efforts to schedule it, it just wasn't having it. So I've set them as drafts, and I'm going to sit and have a go at putting those through, and just check my emails. And I've also got a lovely cup of hot chocolate, and Simon made this for me. Amy Simon. So a little bit of merch. That is mine and Mum's business, Equinization. If you need an amazing bookkeeper, this is an ad going on right now, but for me and Mum, if you need amazing bookkeeper or admin person, my mother is your gal. And I do marketing for equestrian businesses as well, particularly like video editing, graphics, social media. That's the stuff that I'm okay at. But yeah, if you need any of that, go check us out. I'm redoing the website, so I've just sprung up a sort of temporary in-between one. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Doesn't reflect the quality of our business at the moment. But it's good enough to give you a little bit of insight into what we do, and you can always just reach out for a bit of help if you need it. And if you're not an equestrian business, we can also help, and we work at distance. I work like this, on laptop, on Zoom calls and the likes. Anyway, ad over, just thought I'd tell you about what we do. Anyway, doggies are happily snoring. It's very tranquil, it's very peaceful. This is effectively our holiday this year, so yeah, we got some videos from home yesterday from Annika, which is really nice of her, because I said how much I don't like leaving the horses, so she just sent me some videos over WhatsApp, and they look happy, they look like they're making friends with her, which is great. Amber and Amy are coming today, Sandy's coming today, Phil's coming today, yeah, everybody's coming today, so we're set up, and hopefully it stopped raining for us. Fingers crossed.
I dance like no one's gonna see, and I love like nobody can hurt me. You might think I'm a little strange, but I'm not gonna change. Oh no, sometimes I'm talking way too much, and sometimes I don't know how to turn up. You might think I'm a little strange, but I'm not gonna change. For you, for you, for you, I'm not gonna change. For you, for you, for you.
We've had a little school on Dooney, and he's been a very good boy. He came out very excited. Just getting hold of him. There we go. He came out just a bit izzy-wizzy and trotting along to the lorry to get his tack on, and yeah, so I've just got quite a bit of work into him, not enough to break a sweat though, and just tried to get him really through and just concentrating. And now I'm stood near trade stands and where they showed him here with the dressage just behind me, so he can just take it all in and see how he finds it. Good boy. Okay, so Downey is all settled back in his stable for a snooze. He's had a bit of time out at the back of the lorry, just eating a bit of hay, eating a bit of grass and chilling out while we gave him a groom, and he had his massage pad on. Popped him back in the stable for a snooze. It's about 20 past 10 and I'm heading off for a course walk at 11:30, but I'll leave here like 11ish because it's a long walk across. So we've just on tack cleaning now. I've cleaned my boots because they were really muddy after riding yesterday and today. And to give you an idea of the state of play, I think you can see that mud. These were clean on this morning and it's only 20 past 10. So it's entertaining, but there's sun is shining. We have, I hope you saw that, blue skies. That's probably a better view. You can see sunshine over there. So it should all get better from here. I'm just not going to have any clean clothes by the end of it. One thing I am so pleased about is the fact that I bought myself some boots to come here, because I've been managing in trainers for the last part of the winter thinking it would stop raining soon. And then last week I was just like, I'm just going to need a pair of boots because the grass will be dewy in the morning. Hadn't expected this mud at all. But look at these guys, my poor boots. I keep cleaning them and they keep getting covered in mud. But my feet are dry, so it doesn't matter. Life is good. I know Amber and Amy are on their way down now, and Sandy and Andy are going to come, and so is Phil. I think there's a few other people. So he's had a good school, he's had a good sort of chill out. He looks a bit more relaxed now. We're going to get clean tack, and then I'm going to do this course walk, which I also won't film because I assume it's going to be busy because it's a guided one with, God, my mind's gone, I can't remember who. I'll put it on here. And then I'm hoping straight after my dressage to go on course walk again and take Amber with me so she can have a look at it in between my 4 o'clock dressage and 6:30 rider briefing, I think it is. So we should have time because we've got a bit more help, and I'm sure everybody will be fawning over Donny because he's such a good boy. Yeah, new baseball cap because I couldn't find my other navy cap before I left, so I was very relieved to get this in the goodie bag. And yeah, Mummy's down there sleeping. Loki's in the lorry because he's a delinquent and he barks a lot. And that's about it. What a contrast to yesterday. It's like, course walking yesterday was literally as many waterproof layers as possible, and now I need like sunblock. Might end up being a bit too warm, if anything. So I think for once in my life I'm about to be punctual, which is always good. And going with Sammy Birch, that's who we're going with, for 11:30, and then hopefully 1:30 is when Amber will arrive.
Yeah, exactly, and they will. Just aim for the 100.
So it is 2:19 now, course walk done, and look who has arrived! Amber's here, and so is Amy. She's back at the lorry, and Amber's insisting on doing groom plaiting duty. I do proper plaits.
I know you do proper plaits, but these are the badminton plaits.
Badminton plaits, okay. And she's using all the smart grooming stuff, so we're enjoying that. I've already used like his coat shine and detangler, and I've said no more because otherwise my reins will be too slippery because he's so soft and silky. So I'm going to give him a bit of a brush, and Amber's going to make him look beautiful. Now he looks raring to go, doesn't he?
It looks like, yeah. Come on, let's go.
He'll just at a loose end. I'll give him a bit of a brush, but
that's exactly right up
stop
there.
nodding.
She stretches them right up there.
Do you want to be on camera?
Ow, look, oh, again.
How's plaiting going?
I think I just dislocated my shoulder twice.
That would be a very low impact dislocation. Good boy.
Pop again. No, we've popped twice. That's it.
Oh, good.
We're out of popping now.
We're looking okay.
What do you mean okay?
Sorry. Good. Looking good. How you doing it?
I'm gonna get you a dictionary so you can come up with some better compliments. From
Exemplary.
That's better.
Exemplary plaiting. It's a
Superlative.
bit of a big word. What does that mean?
Absolutely fantastic, beyond anything you have ever seen.
I don't use that word because I couldn't spell it. Boy.
A bit like super laxative, but that's a completely different thing altogether.
Yeah, it does sound very different to superlative. Oh, look, donuts, they're beautiful. Mighty Amber. I did those too, so that's why they're rubbish. What a beautiful boy. Good lad. Let's go get you ready.
navigating the badminton mud back to the nutty box.
There's my good boy. Well done, gorgeous.
Why don't I be me and you be you? We're spreading color around us. We're lighting up the sky, it's what we do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. So come on now, let's be free. Just be yourself. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do.
Yeah,
I
basically.
just have that.
I just want it to be orange like donut.
Are you the official camera person today?
I am.
Oh, well done.
We're vlogging.
There you go. I'll get out the way.
Move along, Philip, move along.
And we just
Well, we've rushed you now to the point of like, we've got like 10-15 minutes in front, but now we've stressed you out to the point of needing to have some Lucozade. We're quite alright now.
Shall we do some vlogs?
Oh,
sorry.
Sandy! See if it works. No! You can't do that!
Didn't expect her to do it.
Goodness me. Are you finished?
You wonder where she gets it from.
Right. No, she's having to be censored because it's just not on. Terrible. Absolutely.
So you're the warm up.
Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like to do, what you like to do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like to, what you like to do.
Okay, welcome to the first voiceover of the vlog. And as you can see, I was really lucky to have so many clips of us working in and behind the scenes, etc. So it's been really fun to look through and edit. As you know, he had a bit of a work in the morning, and you'll notice that he's a lot more relaxed now than he was in the morning. So we kept on working him until he chilled out a little bit, and then at the point he chilled out, I probably worked him for a couple more minutes, and I said, thank you very much, that will do. And he then went away because I didn't want to overwork him, and you can see it really benefited him because when he then came back out to be picked up and ridden afterwards, he was so much more relaxed and happy, and he's much looser in the base of his neck, coming much more through. And you know, he's not the finished article, he's not perfect, his canter transitions aren't perfect, but I was thrilled with how they were going because actually they were a lot better than they had been even a week before. Practicing some give and retakes. There's all the moves in our tests that we needed to do, so we needed to make sure we practiced a medium trot, make sure we practiced give and retakes, trot, walk, trot, etc. And just making sure he's bending round both legs. It was a nice relaxed atmosphere, but it was plenty busy enough. There was plenty to see. But he was being a real professional, just getting on with it, going around any of the other horses and just enjoying himself. You can see Tina warming Banksy up in the background. She came along just as I was sort of finishing off. And then I think I'm starting to get ready to go into the arena. And I was quite happy with his way of going here. You know, it's not perfect. We were never expecting it to be perfect, but it was pretty damn smart. And I was really pleased with how hard he was trying. I think he looked a picture, to be fair. Okay then, dressage tests at the ready. I've got 2 tests, 2 judges, and quite a lot of comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work off of the judge at A, because actually my judges were very much in agreement. One gave me 134 marks out of 276 and the other gave me 133. So, you know, they were on the same page and their comments were actually very similar as well. So rather than me rushing about in this voiceover trying to let you know what both of them said, we'll just go from the judge at C. I know I just said A, but C anyway. Anyway, so he went across and he was fairly relaxed in the warm-up for him. And then he went a little bit tense and started trying to nose tilt a little bit and the like. So I just slowed him down so I could keep my legs on him. I do want to be able to ride him a bit more forwards, a bit more up, but that's just taking a little bit of time. And the bell's rung and it's time to go in, and you can see his nostrils are flared. He's about ready to go cross country rather than dressage. But he did do a very straight centre line, not much side to side veering, and he was in quite a good shape and he was in a good rhythm. So judge at C said 6.5 needs to be more forwards. Donut can go very forwards, but there is a reason we're sticking at this sort of balance and pace, and I do understand that at BE100 and BE90 level they want you to really be flowing and really forward and rhythmical, but there is an element of, if I did too much of that, we would have probably had his ears up my nose and a lot of excitement. So turn left at C, S 15 meter circle left. I thought it was very accurate. Then you go on the diagonal S2P and you do a trot, walk, trot with a walk of 4 to 5 steps over X. And we're sitting on solid scores of 6.5. Now, personally, I think it's better. He's through, he's round, he's in a rhythm. But I do understand that the judges want more energy and more forward steps. But they did compliment his walk. So then we trot all the way around to V and we do another 15 meter circle, which was very accurate. And I did get a compliment, nice shaped circle. But I think it says must be more through. So again, they want him stepping more from behind. And we got a 6.5 for the circle. And then we got a 6 for our medium trot, where we had to show some length and strides on the diagonal with more balance, slight difference shown. So there was difference, and it is show some medium trot strides. So I was quite happy with that. Our walk transition got a 7. Happy days, we've broken out of the 6s finally. And then we had to medium walk round to H, and then a half 20 meter circle, H to M, free walk on a long rein, and we got an 8. Thank you very much, Mr. Judge. It was a good stretch was our comment there. Then our medium walk to trot in the corner and then canter transition actually got a 7, and I was so thrilled about that because I'd been so struggling with keeping him through and round in the canter transition. Then E circle left 20 metres with a given retake on the second half of the circle when crossing the centre line, and we got a 7 for that. And you can see he's just being good as gold, got a good clear given retake, and I've got to say this canter work is better than any of the canter work I was getting at home on the lead up, so I was very happy. Now this comes the tricky bit where we've got to do a bit of canter as we come back to the track, and he just loses a little bit of balance, so we went down to a 6.5 with a little tight on return to trot. And then we got another 6.5 for this trot work that we're doing here, just because he wasn't quite settled in the bridle, and a 6.5 for the canter transition with coming against the hand. And the right canter transition is the harder harder move for him at the moment, which is funny because he used to be better on the right canter than the left. And now his balance has changed slightly with the training we've been doing, and his canter is slightly better on the left than the right. So give and retake was good, but we got another 6.5 with the comment that his nose was tilting left when I did my give and retake, which is just showing where he's not quite got his complete balance. Again, I thought my half 15-meter circles were accurate and he stayed in relative balance, but you can see that big step just as he goes into trot, and that's where he just runs a little because he's not quite there on that balance yet. And we got a 6.5 for it. Then we trotted all the way around and did a half 10-meter circle at S onto the centre line and then a halt at G, and we got a 7 for this, and personally can't fault it. He was straight, he was rhythmical, he was round, and he was a good boy. I got a 7 for my riding, he got a 7 for his paces, and then we were on a 6 for our impulsion and a 6.5 for our submission. So overall, not bad. I understand the comments about the forward, but I also know why I'm doing it. So even though it wasn't a test that left us in the top 10 placings, I was really chuffed with it because it was a clear round test and it was the best he possibly could do for the stage of training we're at.
Doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do.
Thank you. Next. Another.
He's had a handful.
Oh, he wants 2 handfuls.
Really?
Thank you. Next.
That's one.
One more. Just for luck.
You can't even eat that mouthful.
You can. It's there, look. For luck.
I love you.
I love you too.
Right then, it is course walk time. And we've got quite a few people. We've got Loki and Amy and Amber and Bammy and Phil and Sandy all coming to join in. So let's take a look. Okay, this is quite a whistle-stop tour of the course. If you want to see a longer one, I know Meg and Tina have put out 2 very good course walk videos with professional riders, so you can have a nosy. But my views were on the course. First log, quite early out of the start box. Make sure he trots through the start box and gets a good rhythm. Second table, get a good curve to it. Make sure he's straight to it, and it'll be lovely to get him up in the air. Third log was a little bit blind, so give him time to see it, then ride forwards. For a B, first question on the course, slight downhill incline but nothing major, 2 attacking strides, or you might need to take a wider line and go 3 strides, but they were lovely brushes, so quite a good question to start with.
Here we have the lesser spotted influencer. Once quite a rare breed, but thankfully due to conservation in recent years, now quite common across the UK.
Strung, very narrow.
Narrow string.
Narrow string. Narrow string.
The influencer is in its natural habitat on the cross-country course. It's lacking its usual thing that it holds in its little fist, but I'm sure we'll see it. Oh, there it is.
And then after 4, we finally get to go and do some galloping because there was quite an intense minute in there. And we got our first glimpse of the house and then this beautiful trailer to jump over, which was fantastic. Then a curving line left. This is the direct route. So you jump the corner, A, B, or the long route was to jump the box on the right. And then there was another skinny fence. I'd walked the long route, but I hadn't intended on riding it, so I didn't show you on the video. Later on, you might discover there was a mishap here, so just watch and find out. It was on 3 attacking strides, but it was good and true.
We're here for a quick interview with Bam Bam. Bam Bam, what do you think to the course so far? Yes, I'd agree. Quite tiring so far, a little bit of an incline. Anything else you'd like to add? A bit shy today, a bit shy.
I actually thought that the water was relatively soft, with just the Voltaire saddles and then a canter through and the log, and then we had a skinny after, but it was a long way away. Then we had this stunning let-up fence. I was so excited to jump over this because it was so nice. And I actually thought these silver birch rails were so much smaller in person. They were probably only about 95, but because they're narrow, they seem to look much bigger on pictures and videos. Then there was this. It was quite good because it was white and they were upright, so there was something for them to look at. We had a curving line to ride. I didn't know how many strides I'd do in there because, you know, you ride what you get once you get there. Then we've got this brush corner, although I didn't really want to call it as a corner because it wasn't wide enough. And then the legendary broken bridge. They dressed everything really well, so we had great ground lines. And skinny, downhill slope, quite a steep slope to another skinny. I thought this was quite an attacking line, and that's how I intended on riding it. Land, gather yourself up, and then a steep uphill incline to a not very big fence, but you needed to ride forward, so you had power up the hill in order to be able to jump at the top. Then we've got our baby Vicarage V, and I thought it was lovely because they gave us the Christmas tree to line up with, as I mentioned, and then it was just fix your eyes on something in the distance, straightness, balance, power. Then these were solar panels last year, I think, and they've decided to make them brush, which I wondered if they'd jump okay, because I wondered if the horses would think that they were something they could brush through or not. And it's interesting, horses were clinking them. Little bit of undulation to work with, but nothing major. So obviously I'd walked this course twice before by the time I was doing this walk, and I'd decided on my line. I was jumping from left to right to give myself space, aiming for the tree that's at the bottom of the slope, to then turn left and curve up the slope to give him the best opportunity to line everything up straight, to be square, to be in balance, and then pop over this fence. This tricana did give me slightly wobbly knees because I hadn't realised how big the ditch was, but I thought, come on, grow up, get on with it. And then there was the wall, the step up, the log, and then the last. And I thought it was a beautiful course. BE100 championship courses are not allowed to be anything more than BE100 dimensions. They can just be championship technicality. So I know it seems large, but they've basically used the ground and every element of technicality they can to make it a little bit bigger. I thought it was a really beefy, good, true track, and I was really excited to ride around it. And as much as it was beefy, it wasn't a scratch on the size of Osby's fences in the novice that we did in the autumn. So it felt like a real good sort of prep ready for our next run, which is going to be after Badminton. Okay, dressage test and final course walk done. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love the course. It looks brilliant. I'm not feeling nervous. I'm just excited to give it a go, which shows what it's like being on a really super cross-country horse. So we've also just had the rider briefing, and I've not spoken to you about my dressage yet. I was thrilled with his test, and I was a little bit disappointed with the score, but by the same token there's some very established horses here. Alright, keep them ready. So we've kind of got to take that into account. He got 33, which is perfectly respectable. I think we're laying in 32nd overnight. There's all to play for in the jumping, and realistically when you're competing against yourself, I honestly think that's the best test he could do with the preparation we had. So there's nothing more than I could be pleased with, really. I'm so proud of him. He's staying away so well, and I think it's setting him up for the future brilliantly. Right, we're now off to do the drinky things, the drinks invitation, and then back for dinner. I feel like it's a wedding. Evie, will you take Donut to be your lawfully wedded horse? I will. There we go. Looks good stuff. Right. Good morning. It is probably like 6:30ish, 6:15, and we are all up and about, and we've all, I think I might have slept more than everybody else. I now have to go feed Donut. He's not called Nutmeg. He has many nicknames, but not Nutmeg.
It's a new one.
Oh, Tony. Right, Auntie Amber is off to hand graze Donut as well. Good boy. Good boy. While I deal with the flooded stable that has now soaked through the bed, which is joyous. So we put loads of bedding down in order to soak up the flooding, and it's now got to the top and it's just squelchy as anything, so I'm going to whip it all out and deal with it from there. Right then, that is in here sorted. I have just bought him another bale of bedding just to make sure it's all clean and nice.
Raspberry and pistachio loaded croissant.
We're not having that for breakfast. Is it here?
No.
Oh.
Is it here? Oh, strawberry and Nutella. Actually, I like the
either of those.
raspberry and pistachio sounds
They sound really nice. How was hand grazing, Amber?
It's interesting.
Interesting.
So, not a lot of hand grazing. Lots of hand walking. Minimal hand grazing.
And who got taken for a walk?
Me.
Donut.
Have my daily
called the shots.
exercise. Have my first 1,000 or 2 steps.
And he wasn't really eating his breakfast before Amber came out, so he's gone for his walk with her. I've taken about 6-7 barrows of clean but saturated bedding out of his stable, and sorted it out. No, don't kick that back in. Come on, heck, I've got clean stuff in here, hon. Yeah, I've done all that. Amber's been walking the whole time, and now he's come back and scoffed his brekkie. You're a good boy. Right, we'll go get some breakfast now, honey bunny. You're a good lad. Would you believe it? This is dry in comparison. So I've just cleaned my boots and I need to find a way through. There we go. They are much better nick than they were 5 minutes ago. Doing a quick nice little walk into the park. Amber and I have just swapped. She's just experienced riding Zoomy, the bike, and we're taking her to Equireel to get her put on charge so that she has enough charge for mum with the cross country. Right then, bike dropped off and we're on day 2 of making him look beautiful. So I'm going to give him a brush, make sure all his quarter marks are brushed out, because Amber has a fresh design planned for later on. Mate, stand still, honey. Good boy. I think Donut's been feeling the vibes because he's very calm, but he does seem to know what's going on, in my opinion. Jumping day. Jumping day. Good boy. It's like someone's told him before, because he's been quite giddy since he finished dressage. Good boy. Pick this time to start eating nuts. Well done. I'm getting it in. You couldn't do him without a stool.
No, definitely not.
Good boy, stand still. You want hay? Have some hay. Your nails look really nice. I know I said that yesterday.
I got my little hot cross bun on.
Last one going in. Beautiful boy. Donut, come on. Not that one, this one. Come on. There you go. That's why he's called Donut. Stand up, gorgeous. Ooh.
Evie, you've missed a bit.
It's a PG channel. PG.
Oh, we had to do some censoring yesterday, so we can't do that today. We've run out of
My
me.
fingers went, but it didn't happen. Good boy.
And the handbag in Equireel.
Handbag,
Your handbag.
plating apron.
Bag.
I mean, she's posh enough to be a handbag, isn't she?
I like the little rosette thing.
Yeah, for you to put your needles in. Isn't it snazzy? Mother H confused her as a handbag.
It's beautiful. I liked it. I like that idea. I'm forever getting it stuck in my thumb.
If you've got something that's a bit impatient as well, you can just stand and just thread them all, pop them in, and you don't have to do anything then, do you?
Really clever. Get one of them.
Influenced.
Influenced. Well, I've got a 10% discount code, so I'll message you it.
Tell me off.
Hey!
A pair of scissors as well.
Before I go.
Oh. Bye, Donut. Bye, Evie. Oh yeah, they're really handy. Look at those quarter marks. What a nice bottom.
At all. And he stopped being impatient.
It's not time yet, Donut.
He says it is time.
It's not.
She is in the wrong clothing.
Got 15 minutes
What? 15 minutes what?
till 10 o'clock. I think they've rushed you again, haven't they?
Yeah.
We
I
rushed
will
you
walk
yesterday
now.
as well.
I get really panicked because I'm like, oh, I don't want to be late.
You're so orange.
She's so orange.
Really orange. What would he be on a Dulux colour chart? I said Biscoff.
Oh, yeah.
Or it'd be like orange sunrise.
Sunset.
Yes, that's what colour he is. On a Dulux colour chart. So if you'd like your walls this colour right here.
Is
Oh,
it
look
a-
at that. It's a metallic colour as well.
Oh, he's
Look
got
at the
an
shiny bit.
iridescent shine.
It would be African sunrise?
African sunset.
African sunset. Okay, there you are, folks.
Sorry.
You sure you're not too old to be knelt down like that?
Yeah, I'm a bit old for it.
Oh, did you hear that creak?
I need to take my boots up because my popper's broke.
Missed one. No one tells me I'm good for standing still. She's usually tell me to move quicker. No, we had a croissant in a plastic bag for it. And it got flung at me. I didn't even get past it. It got flung at me.
I did give you a warning. I was like, I'm gonna throw it. And
She gave me a warning in her head, and then there was a flying croissant. Going up. Doors closing.
Our next combination to go, and we welcome number 238. It is Catherine Parker from Lancashire.
Oh, he's full of it. He's absolutely. That was better.
50,000 too many.
Smith from Lincolnshire here with Zero West, the 11-year-old gelding, and they bring forward the dressage of. Bring forward a dressage of just 33.3. Our next combination, and we welcome number 248.
Goes her own way, like he don't give a damn, girl. And my God, she owns it. So many heartbreaks, goes back to 2014, and I think that she knows it. And if you've seen her, I know that you would believe it, 'cause I know that you'd want her to. Yeah, I do. Everyone's taking their shot, but missing out on the cut. I think she knows that. She drives them crazy when she's looking like that. The way she's moving makes them want it so bad. Gets the attention that we wish that we had. Yeah, it's almost cruel, 'cause I want her to. Oh yeah, I'm running in circles just to make her react. My heart is racing, yeah, I want her so bad. I wanna kiss her, but I know for a fact that she's way too cool. But I want her to. Oh yeah, ripped skinny jeans and tattoos on both her ankles. 21 pilot t-shirt, that's the stuff. Goddamn, she's so fly. Knows how to write a good song, at least better than this. 'Cause if you've seen her, I know that you would believe it. 'Cause I know that you'd want her to. Yeah, I do. Come on and give it a shot, but you'll be missing the cut. I think she knows that. She drives them crazy when she's looking like that. The way she's moving makes them want it so bad. Gets the attention that we wish that we had. Yeah, it's almost cruel, 'cause I want her to.
Right then, very, very quick change, and we're straight back onto the cross-country course. I was so thrilled with his round. 2 poles down, but he was class.
direct left round 0 west. No distance from 3.3 and 8 in the Showjumping.
Good boy, Donut. Good boy, Donut. Oh my God, Donutty. What a good boy. Go on, Evie. Go on, Evie. Oh no, there's a dog. Yeah. Little expensive. Yeah.
So approaching the first combination at fence 4 is Andrea Holbrook and Swab. Dropped one rail in the show jumping this morning.
Oh, what a baby.
Here.
Nutty! What a good lad!
Oh gosh, just feeling a little bit emotional actually now. But while we get over that, let's take a look at the video. You've seen the whole course already, but I thought I'd do a bit of an evaluation. I just was amazed at how amazingly bold he came out. He was incredible and he was jumping brilliantly. I thought the crowds would maybe back him off, but he rose to the occasion. He loved it. And what I will say is between the start box and finishing fence 4, it felt like I'd done it in the blink of an eye. It came up so quick, it was insane. And it was quite a relief to actually get a moment to gallop down to fence 5 and have a bit of a breather. I was then intending on going direct route here, but you can see we had this bit of a mishap and I changed my mind and went long route because I wasn't about to put him at question when there was a dog snapping at his heels. But you know what? He dealt with it like an utter pro and just got on with it, and he was just flying around. I felt like he needed some slightly bigger fences because he was just stepping over these, which is mad, isn't it? But he was being so quick on his feet, so clever. We came through the water in a little bit of a hurry because the dog had actually been behind us on our way down to the saddles a little bit as well, so it was nice just to get that space dealt with and gone. He was really clever as we went. As you can see, I wasn't particularly taking a pull, especially after taking a long route. I'd gone out with the intention of going inside the time, and now I will ride my horse on what I can feel, but I was going out attacking, and providing he was feeling brave and bold and fresh, I was going to carry on attacking, and that's what we were doing, as you can see. And he was really, really game and up for it, flying his way around. Broken Bridge, I got a moment of hesitation on it, and you can't even see it, and that's why I just shouted go on at him, and you can't see it. That's the mental thing. I could feel it, just a moment where I just was assessing, and I said come on, keep going, sort of thing. And then that was it. That was the only moment that I had to really sort of say come on, let's go. And he just flew. It didn't matter how technical it was, how skinny it was, how angled it was, he just kept on going. Even like number 4, he'd chipped one in and I took a wider line to add a stride, so he just put 3 strides in instead of the 2. And then here I had to sort of swing out, swing in. He didn't spot it till the last minute, and he didn't care. He's just got his ears pricked, eyes on the goal, then he spotted it here and jumps it. And for a big 16.3 horse, he's got to get his legs wrapped up, and he was so clever. This gave us an amazing feel. Absolutely amazing. And then by the time I got over the chicane, I knew that there was a step to do, but it felt a bit like we were home and dry. And I thought it was so clever coming up this step because I didn't take too much speed off. I just said, come on, keep attacking. And he was so quick with his feet. And then even over the last, always respect the last, especially when it's a bit small. And he just jumped it so brilliantly. And I just couldn't be prouder of the guy. He was amazing. And so we've completed the cross country. He was utterly mega. There was not one single moment of worry, other than a dog chasing us, I would say. But he even dealt with that amazingly. So we did take a long route there. I wanted to go direct, but you've got to think on your feet, kids. And he seemed incredible. And despite the long route, we went inside the top. So I am so thrilled with him. Like, he could not have gone better today with the prep that we had. He was such a good boy. I have told him next time we come back, the jumps are going to be a bit bigger.
your hand off again.
Oh, it says 45 kilos already. Or 4.5.
Is that the mud? Have you weighed the mud? Badminton mud is really heavy.
Yeah, I did now. Boy, you've got to stop up here. So come on. Ooh. Wait.
Take 2.
This is the one.
Come on, 3rd time lucky. Should we do a bit of a Gandalf? You shall not pass.
Wait, Granny. That's
I've got about 602. Go on again.
it's got my weight in as well.
Going up. What do you reckon, Nutty?
That would be right with you.
About
taking
5,
the weight off.
554?
554.
What do you reckon? Oh, how undignified. He's just run laps for you. And then you've weighed him. That's like telling someone they've got to run the London Marathon and then sticking him on scales afterwards.
Knowing what he is at his peak. Good boy,
Bless
he
him.
was 507, I think, when we were at Westco last year. So he's put on a lot of muscle weight, which is good. Because it's not like it's fat, is it?
No, don't think so.
Very lean. You're a good boy. I'm so chuffed with him. He's a good boy. Can't wait to watch all the videos. Shall we sneak through here? That's my way. Scary, I'll be okay with him. It's okay over at that tent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not really over there. So we're just going to go to the way for a sleep. And then we'll get him out and walk him again later. He's had 2 rounds of ice on his legs, 2 washes off, quite a bit of walking off, and his massage pad on, and sloppy pink mash and lots of drinks of water. So now I think he just needs to be left in peace. Just to enjoy life. Have a nice little sleep after being such a good boy.
Where's his neighbour gone?
Gone home by the looks of it.
Oh, look, he's looking.
It's nice and cool in here for him.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh my gorgeous. Oh my gorgeous boy. Just behind you, baby. So we're all done. I think I did a roundup earlier. I can't really remember. I'm feeling a little bit delirious because I'm quite tired. But I am so beyond proud of my lad. There he is. So I brought myself a couple of snacks for lunch, and I've just sat here letting him hand graze for as long as he likes, because he's used to being out in the field, and I can't let him go, but at least with a nice long lunge line he can feel like he can mooch as he likes. And we've come to where the dressage arena as well, so the grass is quite good. I'm just beyond proud of him. He's such a cool dude, and I feel like this is just the start for him. I hope it is, because he found incredible cross country. We had the full badminton experience, even with the dog chasing us, and it really didn't make a difference. I think he would have gone direct route, but who knows? And we will find that out another day. But we thought on our feet, we changed direction, and he got on with it. He was so super duper. So the plan of action now is, I am hoping that might be his last 100. So we're on the wait list for Aston Lawls on Friday next week. So it's Wednesday today, so he's got like 10 days. As you can see, he is absolutely, well, you can't really see because it's too far away. Donut, Danny, come here. Okay. As you can see, he is no worse for wear. He's feeling good. He finished the course strongly. He was blowing, obviously, because the ground was holding, but he finished really strongly, and he does not look any worse for wear. having competed today and yesterday, so we will be going to Aston providing we get off the wait list for the novice, and then we've got some novices planned, and then the hope is 2-star. So what a way to bow out of doing 100. What a last BE100 for him. So I can't wait to get that going, and I am so grateful and thrilled with my boy. And I've had so many messages from you guys, like supporting and videoing and all sorts, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for them. We're gonna spend a good couple of hours sat here like this. There's a party tonight. I don't know if I'll go. I'm one of those sad people that just prefers spending time with my horsey. So I'm literally like an extendable lead for him right now. This is the current state of affairs because Donut's discovered that I have polos. We've had lots of cuddles and he's been eating my zip and the works. Okay. Get off my zip! No, not my zip! You're such a good boy. So we're just having our barbecue, we've had dinner, and now we are making banana fritters. That's gorgeous. Yeah. Good job, well. Uh-oh.
I think that's going to be better on there.
Is it going to slot in? Yeah. Banana fritters. We don't have any foils, so... Oh, look at them. They've got Mars bars in them. Yummy. Okay, so it is Thursday morning now, and Donnie's been out here for, I don't know, about an hour and a half with me, hand grazing. I actually brought my little chair, which I'm about to carry back. As you can see, he is looking pretty damn fine, aren't you? And he's got lots of energy. I think he'd be ready to go again if I asked him, which obviously I won't. And I'm so proud of him. With the start we've had to this year, where it's been all the false starts with him and then losing Titan and everything else, I am so thrilled to have got here, let alone for him to be so incredible as he was yesterday and the day before, and the fact that he stayed away so well. He's never ever done a stay away like this. We stayed away over at Aston for the training at Wesco last year, and that's it. That's all he's done. He's never slept in a tent before, which he's done now, and he's just taken to it like a duck to water. He truly has, and I couldn't have asked for more. So it really bodes well for the rest of everything. Badminton has been insane, and I've loved every moment of it, and I'm so grateful for the experience. If you're ever wanting an aim and you're at grassroots level, make that your goal. It isn't the easiest to qualify for, but it is doable, and just work on it and give it a try, because there's no other feeling like galloping that cross country with so many people cheering you on and behind you. I would thoroughly recommend it. The organisation's been super, everyone's been so helpful. It's been fab, really fab. But like I say, it's been amazing to go to, but it was never my end goal. So what it's done is it's set us up for the rest of this year's goals, which I think I mentioned in my goal setting vlog. I would really like to do 2-star on him. 2-star has been my goal for, I'm just trying to think, 10 years. I've been wanting to do 2-star as long as I've been wanting to do novice, and it wasn't even 2-star when I started wanting to do it. It was 1-star. I'd like to do the levels beyond as well, but let's start with 2-star. So that is now what we're working towards, and he's feeling good, he's looking good, and hopefully he's ready to make my dreams come true. And I think it might be his dreams too, because he loved it yesterday. Anyway, I'm going to stop yabbering on because you're going to be fed up with the sound of my voice by the end of this. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who took videos, everybody who supported me, everybody who's helped me get here, and Donut. thank you to Donut is the biggest thank you I've got to say. Thank you to Daryl who gave me Donut. We wouldn't be here without him. And I think that's all I've got to say. I'm going to round this off. Say thank you so much for watching. Make sure to press that subscribe button so that you can keep up with what we get up to next, because this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. And I will leave it on that note and see you next time.